Welcome back to Only Talk Sports. We talk sports every single day, or at least we try to. I'm Ernst Jeffrey. Subscribe to the channel if you like sports content. Hit that notification bell so you never miss another video. There is an underratedly crucial matchup in the Big Ten on Saturday afternoon between the Rutgers Scarlet Knights, who with the win could achieve bowl eligibility and 6 wins for the first time since their first season of joining the Big Ten back in 2014. They're traveling on the road to face the Indiana Hoosiers, who are 2-4. They're on the brink. If they lose this game, then Indiana's bowl hopes are probably about dashed because the rest of their schedule is going to be hard to find 6 wins for the Hoosiers if they're not able to beat Rutgers. Plus, Tom Allen's job might potentially be on the line. Me and WillND preview and predict whether we think that Rutgers will win in Bloomington, Indiana, or whether the Hoosiers will be able to defend their home field on their homecoming weekend.
Here we go. Rutgers, Indiana. Can Rutgers finally make a bowl by getting to 6 wins? Because they did make a bowl in 2021. But this would be the first time Rutgers would get to 6 wins in a season since 2014.
Yeah, Indiana has been playing awful football the last couple weeks. They got destroyed against Michigan, which is expected, but you would have liked to have seen more of a fight there. They got blown out against Maryland, and we saw what Maryland just did against Illinois. I know, again, teams don't always play as good or bad as the mean, but still, you just look at the fact that Indiana did bad in that game. They barely beat Akron. They've been playing, I would say, worse since the Louisville game and the Ohio State game where they were competitive. It's like they've gotten worse. And this is a make or break game. If Indiana loses this game, their bowl hopes are done. If Rutgers wins, they make a bowl, so it's great for them. It could be one of those games, though, since, Rutgers struggles Michigan State. I don't know if that will carry over, but Rutgers, they know that they can make a bowl, and that might make them play sluggish. But Indiana's been so bad the last few weeks. They got a new offensive coordinator. Maybe some of the changes you'll see it, manifest in this game that you didn't see last week against Michigan. I don't know. It's at home, and I think that the crowd will be pretty decent because it is homecoming for Indiana and all that, and it's a game that Indiana fans probably think that they can win. I hate to do it because I've never picked Rutgers to beat Indiana ever in my life. In anything. I don't even think in basketball, but I actually will take Rutgers to win over Indiana 24-21. I'm not seeing enough from Indiana. They can win this game. They have the talent to win, but the play calling's been awful. And who's going to be the QB? They can't decide who's the QB. Against Michigan, they played Tayven Jackson, Brendan Sorsby, and Dexter Williams might be back for this game. He was questionable in the last game, so it could be Dexter Williams out there, the guy that beat Michigan State last year. So maybe he can come back, but off an injury, will he be ready? I don't even know who's going to be at quarterback for Indiana. There's just too many question marks. Rutgers, their offense isn't very good, but at least they have a quarterback that they know is going out there, and Indiana don't. I'll go with Rutgers.
I can't see Indiana scoring many points against this. Rutgers has a good defense. Their offense is a little better than Iowa's, but their defense is not as good as Iowa, but still pretty good. So I just can't see Rutgers. I can't see Indiana scoring many points in this game. So I'm going to go Rutgers 24, Indiana 3. I'm sorry, man. I want to have more faith in the Hoosiers, but they just played so freaking bad, man.
I get it. And it's not looking good for Tom Allen. The Indiana used to be competitive. That was the calling card for the Hoosiers. Even if they didn't win, they would be competitive against better teams. They were always competitive. And now when they're at home and they're an underdog to Rutgers and we don't even have any faith that they can win, that's not good. That just doesn't inspire any confidence for the future for Tom Allen and Indiana at all. I will reiterate, Indiana has talent. I know that no one's seen it, but Jalen Lucas is a legitimately good player. Cam Camper is a good player at wide receiver, but they're not getting utilized. They're underutilized because the QB play, whether it's the play calling or just the inexperience of the two QBs, it's been bad. And that's why they're not having success. If they had a quarterback, if Michael Penix was still in Indiana, I know that he would not be putting up the stats he is at Washington, but they'd be better because he'd be able to get the ball to those guys at least. They're not bad players, but I'm with you. I just think that Indiana is just they're just not good enough at the quarterback position to utilize the talent they have. and I think they'll fall short. I mean, they if they beat Rutgers, they can make a bowl if they beat Illinois, Michigan State, Purdue. It's not impossible. Tom Allen can save this thing, but they haven't shown that, to anybody that they could possibly do it. So if they beat Rutgers, I'll change my mind on Indiana and still give them hope to make a bowl, but they have not looked good, so I'm going to go Rutgers.
I'm worried about Indiana getting any. I want Indiana to at least get to 4 wins, but to make it look kind of respectable, 4-8, not horrible. But do you think they can get to 4?
They should. I mean, do I think that they can get to 4 the way that they're playing right now? I'm questioning it. I don't really believe it that much, but they should. I mean, before Illinois beat Maryland, they've been playing bad. And Michigan State with the coaching situation, the fact that Indiana beat them last year, that they should be able to beat them again at home. But the way that they're playing right now, like I said, it doesn't give you any, any hope that they'll do it. But should they win 4 or 5 or even 6 games? Yes. But will they? I'm not confident in that right now. And we'll see what they do against Rutgers.
Oh man, I'm rooting for the Hoosiers, but it's like, oh, it gets so hard. Like,
I'm with you. I mean, Tom Allen's job is about to be on the line soon if they keep losing, and I think that they're better than Rutgers, but they haven't played like it, so it just makes it impossible to pick them. We'll see what happens. I'll definitely be tuning into that one. Subscribe to the channel if you like sports content. Like this video down below. Comment down below whether you think that the Indiana Hoosiers can save their possible bowl hopes by beating the Rutgers Scarlet Knights, or whether you think that Rutgers will be able to achieve bowl eligibility with a win at Indiana, and what you think about me and WillND's pick for this game. Follow me on Twitter as well. Link is in the description, and I will see you next time.